לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה, לחדתי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה.
אדוני אחד הוא שמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ותהילה. לך אדוני לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך אדוני לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. Please rise. Shalom materet bala, גם בשמחה ובזולה. תוכונה עם סגולה, בואי כאן. לך אדוני לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך אדוני לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. And we welcome in the Sabbath bride. We bow to her and greet her as she comes.
All right, we have a prayer for coming out. Dahlia, do you want to do that or no?
Sure.
Okay, right there.
So be prepared. Since coming out is a continual process, it is fitting to say that a blessing of or a prayer for each time the process is furthered. Whether we are telling someone we haven't seen in a while about our identity or marching in a gay pride parade, we can acknowledge our courage by saying a blessing. Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Never ak et in Achaim asher natna le sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I put you on the spot.
Hazama lazet min hamezerim.
Good. Amen. All right. And
We can read together.
Okay.
Let us
Let us bless the source of life by
giving me courage
to come out.
Hamevorach, Baruch Adonai, Hamevorach, Leolam Vaed, Leolam Vaed. Yadadai, dai, dai, 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 yadadai, dai, dai.
This is not led by Tara Saltzman, it's led by me. Okay. So please join me for the Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Thank you. All right, we've got another song.
God is one, and God is love.
May we have a world filled with love.
Olam chesed yibanei, yadadai, yadadai, yadadai. 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 I will build this world from love.
Yadadai, yadadai, yadadai.
And you must build this world from love.
Yadadai, yadadai, yadadai.
And if we build this world from love,
Yadadai, 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 yadadai.
then God will build this world from love.
Yadadai, yadadai, yadadai. Olam chesed yibanei. 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 Yadadai, yadadai, yadadai.
Bill?
I am unique. My God, I thank you for my life, my soul, my body, for my name, for my loving and affectionate nature, for my way of thinking and talking. Help me realize that in my qualities, I am unique in the world, and that no one like me has ever lived? For if there had ever been someone like me, I would not have needed to exist. Help me make perfect my own ways of love and caring, that by becoming perfect in my own way, I can honor your name and help bring about the coming of the Messianic age.
La 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 la
Mi kamocha ba'eni Adonai, mi kamocha le'etal hakodesh, Torah tehilloto seferet, Torah tehilloto seferet. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. The song of liberation, song of freedom, when the Israelites were able to come out of Egypt, that same freedom we hope that everyone can feel in this space and in the world, in their identity, and in their uniqueness, and owning that, and not feeling trapped by their differences, but feeling a sense of space that they get to take up everywhere that they go.
Thank you. Okay, we have a special guest on Zoom to give our Devar Torah today. I was connected with Neon through Keshet, which is the organization for LGBTQ Jews. Neon is actually in St. Louis right now, and I am very excited to hear from them.
Good evening, everyone. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yes.
My name is Neon Leapson, and I use he, they pronouns. And I'm so happy to join y'all as a member of the Keshet Speakers Borough and as a former participant in the Shabbaton's weekly retreats for LGBTQ plus Jews and allies. Keshet is an organization that works for the full equality of LGBTQ plus Jews and our families in Jewish life. Keshet leads Jewish communities in LGBTQ plus education, advocacy, and justice. Additionally, I am a transgender college student in Florida, a volunteer first responder, Jewish educator, and proud owner of 5 cats and a dog that is currently barking. As I have journeyed from St. Louis, Missouri to St. Petersburg, Florida, I have discovered a deeper meaning of what it means to live as a queer transgender Jew. For years, I have stood in protests, hearings, and meetings demanding for LGBTQ plus people to be treated with the basics of human dignity, to be respected as a person with the rights, liberties, and of other citizens of the United States. I challenged every anti-transgender law that came to my state, defined my rights as a Missourian, and attuned to every court ruling I could where LGBTQ plus youth were at stake. I equated advocacy work as the definition of my identity rather than a factor of it. Often LGBTQ plus people, due to discrimination and prejudice, exist in a continuous state of survival and striving to create a more just world. However, each step I attempted to make to equality and justice was met with the endurance of inhumane systemic injustice. This often caused me internal anger, frustration, and shame. As I read this week's Parshat Naso, I was brought up with many of these similar emotions. Parshat Naso takes place after the Israelites have received the Torah on Mount Sinai. The portion explores the social role and gender laws surrounding the ritual of the Sota and the status of the Nazarite. The Torah explains the ritual of the Sota, where a woman is publicly shamed, degraded, and unsanctified for the accusation of adultery. She is subject to drink water with writing inscribed with God's name on it. If she is found guilty, then she endures incredible physical pain and disfigurement in her belly and thigh, and potentially death. As I read this portion, I questioned, if we are all created in the image of God, then why would God permit women to be alienated, ostracized, and unfairly treated? Upon closer inspection, I saw a reflection of the treatment of LGBTQ plus people globally in the United States. Laws such as the Don't Say Gay bills in states such as Florida, Alabama, and Arizona leave LGBTQ plus youth and allies in a state of fear and vulnerability. Gender-affirming care bans and restrictions increase all over the states and in countries such as Britain and Brazil. In many areas, even supporting one another and living as our authentic selves becomes criminalized. This is a very challenging text. However, our Jewish tradition invites us to question and struggle with key issues of our climate, such as ethics, the divine, and judgment. Maybe this was written as a warning for us to consider the implications of laws and how they can be unjust. If we follow even the Torah blindly and forget the roots of Jewish life to not oppress the stranger, neighbor, or friend, then we can cause unnecessary harm and distress to those we love. On the other hand, Parshat Naso demonstrates the power of community, healing, growth, and support. Following the explanation of becoming a Nazarite, including statuses and transformations, such as cutting one's hair and abstaining from alcohol, God commands Moses to give the priestly blessing to Aaron and his sons. This blessing is to be shared with the larger Israelite community. Yerechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yikunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha, v'yasim lecha shalom. May Adonai bless you, radiate grace and compassion, and extend peace. I would like to draw particular attention to the words panav elecha, which translate to God's face. The priestly blessing not only reminds us of the continuous presence of God, but also how in each of our faces we reflect divinity, compassion, protection, and peace for one another. Throughout this past year, I have witnessed immense community power. 2 hurricanes have hit my community in Tampa Bay alone, and just in the past week, a destructive tornado hit my hometown of St. Louis. As these times where LGBTQ plus youth already experience increased risk of homelessness, food scarcity, and healthcare inaccessibilities, these factors get exacerbated. However, in these unprecedented times, LGBTQ plus people, allies, and many others have come together to support, care, and advocate for one another. Each day, volunteers clean up rubble and broken down debris from the streets. Neighbors lend each other hands and placing tarps on damaged homes. Volunteers from all over provide clothing, hygiene products, cooking batches of food, and advocating for the community, all with little government and outside resources. A few days ago, I arrived at a volunteer event for packing up and cooking homemade hot meals for the community. There, to my surprise, I was surrounded by a Christian volunteer group from all over the country. On their food trailer, it said, "Provide for the hungry, drink for those thirsty, and welcome all strangers." Like the priest in Parshat Naso, I imagine the universe outstretching its hand through us to provide for one another. At that moment, it didn't matter that I was queer and Jewish. I was met with the gratitude and thankfulness for volunteering and open hearts to my story. Here I learned in a world of darkness that tries to hide our identities, it is when we come together as a community and breach across cultural, social, and geographic divides that we discover our inner nefesh, and we ourselves shine a divine light. The Jewish tradition states, Kol Yisrael Aravim ze bazeh. All Israel is responsible for caring for one another. It is our responsibility as human beings to practice compassion, love, and empathy. Parshat Naso reminds us of the divine gifts of community. We can bless each other's lives by helping one another in times of hardship and showing up as allies for the most vulnerable. It also reminds us that we are imperfect. Through the story of the Sota, we learn that sometimes our very systems are meant to protect us are not innately just. Therefore, it is our responsibility to work to repair the world. We complete the story through ourselves. All people, regardless of sex, gender, race, geography, and other circumstances and identities, are worthy of protection, compassion, and to live in peace. May we all seek the light in each other's faces and work together to mend this perfect, broken world. Shabbat Shalom and Happy Pride. And that's the end of my Devar Torah.
Neon. This one's a cappella.
Do we have a list of names?
I do.
Love
Yeah.
it.
So I figured sing through once, and then I'll read the list of names,
Okay.
and then you can sing through
Okay,
again.
sounds great.
All right.
As Yashir Yisrael et hashira hazot ali ve'er enula. Ashir Yisrael et hashira hazot ali ve'er enula. Waters of healing, waters of life, we thirst for love and truth. Waters of healing, waters of life, rise up and we'll sing with you.
All right, so we have a list of names of those who need healing. Some of them were victims in the attack on Sunday. Batya bat Shmuel v'Margol, Shoshana bat Lillian v'Ted, Eliezer ben Shimon Pesach v'An, Yehudit Esther bat Chaim v'Batya, Eleanor Quinn, Jane Weinfeld, Lucy Blutenthal, Susan Hess, Steve Bernstein, Donna Cover, Armand Mangravido, Val Robinson, Ken Larner, Bob Aaron, Norman Dickman, Devon Garola, Yusty Saltzman, Mary Barton, Rich Moore, David Ginley, Nate Wallowitz, Hudson Dean, Gail Daniels, Stephanie Alvarez, Rona Mintz, Marcia Lehman, Helene Greenberg, Richard Berg, Bruce Daniels, Hannah Holstein, Maddie Epstein, Stephen Booth Nadav, Robbie Glantz, Andy Winkler, Stacy Magia, Sally Korf, Don Greenberg, Lori Feldstein, Tova Pesha, Kathy Kaiser, David Desch, Howard Weinberg, Robin Chalker, Nancy Friedman, the other Steve Bernstein, Ron Saltzman, and Yehuda Benjamin. So may they be granted swift healing.
Any other names to offer up?
Thank you.
Jenny Good. And for those who have no one to pray for them.
Waters of healing, waters of life.
Waters of life, rise up, and we'll sing with you. It is up to us to hallow creation, to respond to life with the fullness of our lives. It is up to us to meet the world, to embrace the whole, even as we wrestle with its parts. It is up to us to repair the world and to bind our lives to truth.
Amen.
What is it?
The prayer of remembrance.
O God, remember today our LGBTQ siblings who were martyred in years past, those murdered by fanatics in the Middle Ages, those who perished in the Holocaust, and those struck down in our own city, in our own time. Remember also those who took their own lives, driven by despair by a world that hated them because of their love or gender. And in mercy, remember those who lived lives of loneliness, repressed their true natures, and refraining from sharing their love with one another. O God, remember the sacrifice of these martyrs, and help us bring an end to hate and oppression of every kind.
Thank you. All right, so now we've reached the portion of our service where we remember those who have passed on before us. Those who have, you can go sit down. Those who have had recent losses, we remember Jacqueline Brown, Charles Ronder, Paul Caspar, Nathan Ginn, Arnold Poppenberg Jr., Kathy Corrigan. The yard sites that we're aware of for this week: Helen Friedman, Elaine Shapiro, Fran Groth, Rebecca Soibel, Shoshana Herman, Mildred Rosenberg, Todd Zillist, Stephen Rubin, Hannah Mednikoff-Siegel, Eleanor Deutsch, Abraham Sterensis, Jim Lawrence, Myra Fox, and Frederick Weinfeld. Are there any other names to recognize right now? Thank you. You may stand if it is your custom to stand for those who don't have anyone to say Kaddish for them. Yikadal v'yikadash Shemei Rabbah Be'alma divrach hirute Be'amlich malchute V'chayachom uvyomechom Uvchaye dechol Beit Yisrael Ba'gala uvizman kariv V'yimru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'alam U'amei Almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei degucha brichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shalama rabba min shemaya V'chaim Elenu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu yaseh shalom Elenu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru Amen. You may be seated. Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshei Tevel, Ve'imru, V'meru, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshei Tevel, Ve'imru, V'meru, Amen. Thank you, everybody. I believe that the Tarjama Ensemble is going to have a dance party. So enjoy some music, and then we'll head into the social hall for own.